It was the tale of two markets today, and this is Mark the Meerkat in with the weekend review in for D7 that good through October the 30th, 2016. Let's take a look here at the S&P 500. Here it was in the morning. From this yellow line was when it opened. This is the 5-minute chart. Look at that, above the red line most of the morning. And then they announced that Hillary's probe into her emails is reopened at the FBI, and kabam, folks, look at that. The rest of the afternoon spent below the red line, and we ended up with a red day. So let's take a look at what happened today, Friday. Let's take a look at the weekly, and now we only have one more trading day in the month. Let's take a look at the monthly charts on this weekend review. All right, let's pull in and look at the numbers here. SPY down 0.3%, and we got the Dow down 0.09. It almost ended up even, but the Nasdaq was down 0.6, small caps down 0.28, and bank down 0.75. Led the way down, folks. That's very bearish, and the VIX ran up about 1%. Hey, gold and silver actually came up a little bit too, but again, we were running on the green most of the morning, and then kabam in the afternoon, down we went. Now let's take a look here at these daily charts. Here's the SPY daily, and last night Des said, hey, we had a major breakdown here, and sure enough, kabam, we had quite the range today. Look at that. Look at the shadows on that candle. And again, most of the day spent above that red line, and the rest of the day below. Let's take a look at the Dow, and it is in this symmetrical triangle, and it tried to break out above, and sure enough, it's back right in the center of that. And here is the Nasdaq here on the QQQs. Look at that. Des put this sale in 2 days ago, and bam, we are down below this major line of support. We're down below the 50 moving average and the 20 moving average. It is spelling real trouble, and look at the volume. Kaboom, babies. That is very scary. And then we have the small cap Russell here, and look at this one. He put the sale on it yesterday, and sure enough, bam, bam. We're still going down, and look at this increasing volume as we go. Ooh-wee, that's looking sad. That's on the daily charts. Let's now go to the weekly charts, looking at a higher time frame. And on the SPY weekly chart, Des, 3 weeks ago, he put down his sell signal, and sure enough, bam, 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 it is falling down here, now below the 20 moving average on the weekly chart. It's in a bit of a symmetrical triangle, or it was, and now it's definitely below. Then we have the Dow here on the weekly in a symmetrical triangle, and it's just resting right on that lower support area there. Boy, it's on the teetering of going down. Then we have the Nasdaq here, and it is basing here at all-time highs, and on the weekly chart, and it is it's going back and forth here now. Not quite as bearish as the others, but definitely bearish this week. And then we have the small caps. Oh man, this is looking much sadder. Look at that. Kabam! Big down there, and increased volume. It's not good there on the small caps, and small caps tend to lead the way down. Let's take a look at the bank weekly chart, and it too is hanging out up here at all-time highs. All-time highs on bank, and it was down for the week, but look at that. It had a higher low and a higher high. So we're on our way back up here in the up leg, but we're still in an up leg, actually, on the technical side of it. Let's take a look at the VIX. Remember the old fear indicator. We did come back up this week, but we didn't screech up higher. That a little bit surprising here. Not quite as bearish as some of the other signs that we see here on the weekly. We're still down in the complacent area, at around 15.2 is where it closed today. Then we have gold, and on here again we're still in this bear flag, even on the weekly chart as we are on the daily. And on silver we're also in a bear flag. Again, this is the weekly chart. It's also there in the daily. Let's take a look here at the monthly chart. We only have one more trading day in the month, so let's take a look here. SPY, not looking good. We're in this nice up leg here. We're up here at all-time highs, and then we have one candle with lower high, lower low, two candles, lower high, lower low. We are now in a down leg here, folks, on the SPY monthly. And unless it goes up about a zillion points on Monday, the last day of the month, It's likely to close here near that area. Then we've got the Dow. It too, we have one candle with a lower high, lower low. Second candle, lower high, lower low. We are on a down leg here, not necessarily a down trend, but down leg. Not looking good on the monthly time frame. Then we have the Nasdaq here, and it is just basing up here at all-time highs. It actually had a higher high and a higher low, so we are still in an up leg on the monthly chart for the Nasdaq. And then the small cap Russell here, bam! Look at that big candle down, and it's just the first candle here. We're not in a down leg yet of a lower high and a lower low. So we are definitely looking on the bearish side for 3 out of the 4 markets. This is the Meerkat in for D7 here for the next week as he travels in the Far East teaching an entrepreneurial class in Myanmar, formerly Burma. Just remember that trading is an odds and probability business. Just make sure that you have all the odds stacked in your favor before placing any trades. Trade well.